This past holiday weekend, Ethiopians and residents of the Horn of Africa watched with utter disappointment as imprisoned high-ranking members of the terrorist Tigrayan People's Liberation Front (TPLF) walked scot-free without facing justice for their integral roles in initiating a ghastly and ongoing 14-month proxy war against Ethiopia in the Horn. Among those released was Nega, who not only was a chief proponent of the war but also a chief kleptocrat and a chief ideological architect for the ethnic federalist governmental system that has created deep division, distrust and hatred in Ethiopia that will likely take generations to overcome. He was also a chief architect of war against Eritrea. Many have died in the Horn because of his machinations and many were martyred to apprehend him. Therefore, his sudden, unexplained release, in the name of peace, mercy, amnesty, and national reconciliation, represents a grave injustice to Ethiopia and the Horn. #No More, among other things, is a global peace movement. In an absolute sense, there is no question that any society seeking lasting peace must have justice. In the short term, however, due to pragmatic considerations and political constraints of arbiters, peace may come at the expense of justice. Though such a situation may be politically expedient, it is untenable over the long term. There must be justice for the people of Ethiopia and the Horn. Instead of viewing the TPLF prisoner releases through the prism of national reconciliation, one can also view them through that of peace brokering with TPLF's backers. As the organizers of the #No More movement who represent the peoples of Ethiopia and the Horn united against TPLF terrorists, we have carefully observed the actions of the Ethiopian government vis-a-vis TPLF and understand that it is engaged in discussions with the Biden administration. In assessing the war situation, we understand that Ethiopia's government is in a position of strength and that the U.S. government, due to 3 decades of failed policy that exclusively and foolishly supported a now mortally wounded TPLF, is weak. Therefore, it is clear that the U.S. is not in a position to demand concessions from Ethiopia. This is why the #No More movement will not stand for unnecessary concessions and appeasement of TPLF, a proxy of the U.S. We trust in the power and resilience of the people of Ethiopia and the Horn not to compromise on either peace or justice. We demand both and will not be silent about this. We are perplexed by the Ethiopian government's recent decision. It is not yet clear which actions are being taken in respect to national reconciliation versus peace brokering. The lines are blurred and this may be done by those seeking to deliberately obscure ulterior motives, whether they be for or against Ethiopia's interests. Therefore, we are watching and studying all actions by all parties with hypervigilance in order to determine future action. We ask that all members of the #No More movement act with caution and sensitivity at this critical time and remain unified against U.S. aggression as it attempts to divide and conquer. #No More is broad-based, independent and does not serve a single party, meaning that it has many diverse and sometimes contradicting voices on various national issues, including this current issue of the prisoner releases. However, #No More members will not compromise on one thing: unity in defending African sovereignty from imperial aggression. Therefore, the organizers of the #No More movement call for all members worldwide to stand fully unified behind Ethiopia's government in its resistance to TPLF and U.S. aggression while also demanding justice without compromise or concession.